Now let's continue from where we left off and continue talking about the data types. Now, as we have seen how to store integer, double, float, and decimal, we would like to talk about strings because they are very important. For example, if I would like to store a name or a letter, there is a data type called char. It stands for character. I can give it a name, for example, a letter A, and I will assign the number A to it. This is how you define a char variable. But actually, the char it's not very helpful. It does not store a lot of information. I cannot even add more. You see, as I'm adding more letters, it's giving me an error in here because it's too many characters. There is a better way to define strings and names, and the type is called a string. I can come here and tell that this is the first name. I call, for example, John, and a semicolon. And I can come again here and say string last name equal Snow. And I can come here and display this. I will display a message welcoming Jon Snow. I will tell it hello, and to concatenate the name, as we have seen before, we can come here, plus sign, and tell it the first name, and come here and add the last name. Now we have done the concatenation thing. Now let's go and run it, see what it will give us. This message from the previous data types, and as you can see, here's our message: hello Jon Snow, and they are attached. There is no space between it. Let's go ahead and add the space. Actually, to add space, it's gonna look complicated, but it's not that complicated. All I have to do this space letter in between the names is actually come here and as another concatenation in here and space. You see, I only added another concatenation in between the first name and last name and tell it to add a space. That's a space. Now go ahead and run it. See, now it has a space. If I ever wanted to come and, for example, do a dash, I come here and the dash will be displayed. See, there is a dash. There is also another way, a tricky way. It's not the right way to do it, but it's tricky. Can work out sometimes. I can just come here. This is tricky thing. Then add the space before the snow in here. You see? Now the space is embedded in the variable name or the variable value. See? So there is also another way to define data types other than this. If I have many data types, I can just come here with the same type, type string, and I will tell it the first name again. And actually, I'll do something different here. Last name, and I'll tell it the house. From which house it's this character from. And let's go ahead. You see here first we defined, only declared, we did not define, we declared the variables. I have a variable first name, last name, house of type string. They have no values. If I wanted to run this, it will have no value. See? Now let's go ahead and assign the values. First name would be again John, small o, and the last name equal, here's a trick thing that I did, equal Snow, and house. Actually, it's a little bit confusing which house it will be. This is a character from Game of Thrones, if you're following the series. As for now, we will use the Stark house. We will not go for the Targaryen right now. Okay, this is very good so far, but actually it's giving me an error. This red here means error, ugly error. It's dangerous. You see? Can you figure out what is this? Why this is happening? This is happening because of a very simple thing. Because C# is case sensitive. You see, the last name here, the L is small, and I define it with a capital L. So this is a two different variables for C#. So either I come here and make this capital and there is gone, or I come here and modify this to match the pattern of the names. See? And I can come here again and run it. And hello, Jon Snow. See, I didn't add the space. Okay, add it in here with the tricky thing. And actually, let's add the house as well. Do another concatenation. Jon Snow of house stock. Let's run it. And here it is. Hello, Jon Snow of house stock. So that would be it for now, and see you in the next lecture.